Hello, welcome back. Another week, another episode of Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation. I am pumped, and I think I've started these videos the same way every time, because how could you not be so excited for this show? I don't know, it's got something going on, and I don't know what it is, or it's just a culmination of, everything about it that is fantastic. The story is just very, appealing. The music is great. The animation looks fantastic. The magic of the world is really cool, and it's a good season 2 because you really do. It's a good blend of what happened last episode and new plot this episode. I think they're doing that really well because I'm interested to see what's happening in this plot line, but they also talk about hinting back at what's happened in season 1 and going from there, which most shows do. But it's just what I've been thinking about with him talking about finding his mum and then giving us the tease on Sylphie and where she's at, hoping that'll come back into play. But I'm just excited. It's a good show, it's a fun show, and I want to see more of it all. But if you'd like to watch the full-length reaction with me, I have linked to my Patreon down below. Like and subscribe, that would be a wonderful thank you, and let's get into it. Yes. Great work. Only one of our party members is fully dead forever. Rest in peace, Mia Mia. Oh, poor Mia Mia. I want him back. You guys don't deserve to be happy without Mia Mia. Oh, can Rudeus just fix it with magic though? Can't he literally do anything? Couldn't he just be like, metal, change? Oh, she wants to go on a date. Is she gonna say it's a date? Oh, they're looking like grown-ups, been like, oh, this is sweet. Yep. Yep, you're on a date. You've got date things to do. It's sweet. It's just it's cute, and then you slightly remember he's 40. But it's cute. It's very hard to navigate your mind around his relationships with people. I wonder if he could just tell anyone he reincarnated. I know he wouldn't, but or maybe he had. I don't really remember. Well, actually, of course your blade's gonna be dull if you're using it to fix your gear. You know what I mean? I feel like that's not the intended purpose for a nice blade. Just get a shitty one. Granted, I knew nothing about armoring, so what do I know? Oh, they both got a dagger. That's cute. Is that gonna come into play this episode? I don't know. Are they both gonna fight with the dagger? He's gonna run out of magic in a magic-less zone? Okay. How you guys doing? I don't really know what to look at. Has he had too much to drink? Oh, he just... It's not the right person for him. Oh god. That's... It's not embarrassing. But I feel like you should have noticed this one.
Why don't you start? Every time I don't want one, it's there, and yet the one time I actually need it, nothing!
You know, all bodies are complicated. Oh, well, I don't think that's true. Okay, and that makes it sound worse. Oh, she's covering her tracks. Or she's embarrassed.
よく
Oh, she's embarrassed.
よく 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 よ
Oh, Rudy. I feel like you should have figured that one out a bit earlier. Like, you should have... you should have or not felt the warning signs. Please be... Oh, this guy. I think Soul. So, someone commented, thank you, on the last video that he might be a fan favorite this season. And I'm happy to change my mind on him, but I still hate him at the moment. Thank you. Good job. Yeah, magic him. One-on-one. I want this one-on-one. Yes. Is it better than beating people up all the time? Hell yeah. Slap some sense into him. Oh, this is good. Oh, you got blood. He's like, oh, I'll show you how annoying I am. She cut all her hair off, changed her identity, and left. Yes. And now you've been on a... You got depressed and came here. And, well, yeah. That's it. But you came to find your mum, at least. Oh. Is he saying you just have to have sex with a lot more people to figure your shit out? Okay. Rudeus, you look so, like, innocent. Oh, did he ask for someone with red hair? Rudeus, like, he's a thinker. A bit of an overthinker, you know what I mean? And he likes things to be special, I feel like. So he's kind of like, do I want to do this? Like, you know, he planned all this stuff with Eris. He wanted to be with Eris. He's like, is this right? I feel like he's a lot in his head about all this stuff. Yeah. Oh, he's scared if he, like, has sex with them, he'll fall in love, maybe, and then if he falls in love, they'll leave him. That's kind of very sad. Yeah, he has to get to... He's a romance person. Even though that's not how he was season 1, but he's becoming a little bit of a... Needs to have a wine and dine. Oh, is she right behind her? Oh, okay, no. Oh, she is. Sold that. Oh, no. Well, you're not friends with her anymore. Oh, she's gonna be crying. Is she gonna be crying? Or really pissed off? Oh. Oh, yeah, really pissed off. Oh! Yeah, that was. Oh god, this is just gonna send him on a further depressive spiral. Oh, Rudy. Is he not gonna be... Oh my god. Yeah. Are we just gonna, like, team up with, Soldat for now on? Oh, Rudy. No, we're gonna have besties now. Yeah, seeing you being an asshole has really changed his mind on you. Okay, Soldat's kind of won me over. I like him. So did I, but he punched Timothy. But like, yeah, he is nicer. If you could just like calm the cocky down like a little. Soldat needs to calm the cocky down. Rudeus needs to get his cocky up. So that's where we stand at the end of this episode. Oh, that was yeah. Like I feel bad for Rudeus. Like that was a whole. Rudy does like fall into the category of he ain't he ain't a one night stand person. He ain't a like one and done. Like quickly do it and ditch. Like he's a guy that wants the romance. He wants the relationship. He wants the emotional connection. Also, having Eris ditch him after it really fucked him up there. But he wants that like security. He wants a bit of love and some real connection, which is the first thing that is no problem. It just like hinders him on this thing. Second of all, a drinking problem because he gets a little chatty when he drinks. But he also has this like really like self-devastating thing, or like really he catastrophizes. I think that's the word. But like as soon as like something happens, they are big things. It's not to diminish what actually happens to Rudy at all, because they are things that like suck, and yes, they're caused by him, but I feel like because of where he's at mentally, a lot of it is a lot worse to him than the outlook could be. Like his outlook could be. Granted, he was drunk, but it happens where he's been depressed over Eris and that thing, and I hope maybe sold that a character who is very cocky and seems like a bit of a narcissist. That is honestly the best defense against like depression in a weird thought. Like, stay with me here. I obviously like depression is a very serious topic, but I feel like someone who like sold that, who's so full of himself and so high strung, if that happened to him, he could laugh it off very easily. Like he's like, well, that's just another day. Like, oh, it happens. Like, oh, I'm the best. It's not my fault. Like, when you have such like stock in yourself, small things like that don't affect you, which I think is very interesting, because at the moment Rudy has such like a small view of himself a lot of the time, especially after something bad happens. Like he builds a lot of things up slowly, but small things take him down very quickly. So I feel like being with Soldat and maybe kind of, because I don't want him to become like him, but learning some of those traits, like narcissism may not be the one you want, but narcissism does come from like confidence, and then like being full of yourself is again like confidence and good self-image, and like a bit of a mental fortitude. Like it has they have it like drawbacks of a love for yourself, a little bit too much love for yourself, but it shows like you kind of know your self-worth, even though it's heightened. It's what you feel like. It's a strong feeling of self-security, and I feel like if Soldat could rub some of that off on Rudeus, I think it would be very positive, because then I think he'd have a little bit more like fortification against like those things that happen to him. Like when something bad happens, he may be able to brush things off more, because I think, and it's smart by the writers in a way, if this is how it's perceived, because if he was very confident and cocky, which he was as a kid, like this is only more just started to happen, but they put good limiters on him that make sense, because I think if he was confident and narcissist, too secure, he would be so he is powerful, but he wouldn't have those limiters to hold him back from using like his full power, which is good. Like they started with him, he couldn't go outside, and like he's a bit shy, and then he had all the like trauma of his past life, and then Eris, and then there was the whole king and the demon continent. They always put something in place to hold him back, and I feel like currently this is it. It's like the sex thing and that, which is very interesting, and I really like the mental game of the characters in this show is very interesting, the way they do it. I really enjoy it, and I think there is like some things you can take out of it in a way. Like I feel like I'm looking way too deep into this, but sometimes like you see something and you're like, well, now I've got to talk about it because I find it very interesting. So I hope anyone listened through that rant or tangent and will let me know what they thought of it, because or like how Rudy's going, because I feel like to me what I said made sense. So I hope it did to someone else. But yeah, good episode. I'm hoping next episode we do get a bit more sold out Rudy, BFFs forever, and I hope some of Soldat's views and like thoughts and mental process rubs off on him, because I think that would be really helpful for Rudy, and I want to see some fighting and magic. That would be great. And I want to see Sol really get to see what Rudy is capable of. I think that would be really cool to have that moment of, oh shit, he's actually like amazingly powerful. I would like that too. But for now, we're at the end. Thank you for watching. I hope you're having a great day, and I hope to see you in the next one.